going on, everybody? Welcome to vlog episode 6. Roll it. So let's get into the topic of discussion today. The topic is to buy or to rent a camera. I've kind of come across this topic because right now, I've been shooting on my 70D. I bought my Canon 70D right around July. I paid that in full, and I think I got it for about $900. But the good part about it was that I was able to make that money back and then some, to where now the camera has paid for itself, and then now I can freely use it and not have to worry about paying it off. The 70D is great, but now I'm kind of looking into moving into video cameras, a little higher end, maybe like C100, C300. They just had a huge price drop recently. Or hell, even the Sony A7 looks great. You know, I'm just kind of like, I get a little antsy with my camera, so like, I feel like a camera should kind of match your skills. You know, when you've kind of maxed out the features on the camera that you're using, maybe you need to start thinking about upgrading to the next camera. I kind of want to gear this towards freelancers and professionals, as opposed to just kind of backyard filmmakers. As a freelancer, if you want to buy a camera, you have to look at a few key options. Is this camera that I'm going to buy, is this going to make me money? The same way like a pizza shop would buy an oven, you know, or construction would buy like a truck. You want to look at the camera as your tool for being a businessman. This is the way you're going to make money. You kind of need to figure out what your plan is as a filmmaker or as a freelance videographer, have that plan ready to go, then buy a camera. This is all before you even get into like the features, like whether you want a DSLR, a Blackmagic, a C100, anything like that. Like before you even like go on to BH Photo or start looking at Amazon, this is like, you need to kind of look at, like on a business standpoint, like, is this camera that I'm going to buy going to be able to sustain my business and then help me improve my business? The next factor you want to look at is amount of use. So if you are going to be using this camera for every single production, then that's pretty key. Like, you need that. If you're going to be using it every now and then, or like 50% of the time, then maybe buying it isn't the right option. Maybe if you can just borrow from a friend every now and then, that would be great. Having friends with cameras is a positive. I mean, of course, the next part about buying it is obviously dropping that much money, thousands of dollars, on the camera and the accessories and the grips and batteries and rigging to make the camera fully work. You know, that's where you're gonna have to look at, like, I mean, whatever your financial situation is. If you need to, I've had a buddy, he got his camera through, I think, Amazon financing. So like, what he did was made like a monthly payment of $100 for, you know, the next 4 or 5 months. The financing options, or like getting a loan, is probably not the best option. But if you, like I said, if you have a plan, if you have a way that you're going to make money and you have like clients knocking at your door, then buying the camera or financing it, and then with the guarantee that you're going to pay it off the next few months, that might actually work. The next option we have is, of course, renting a camera. Now, renting is great. Renting, you know, you say you want it for a couple days, you pay a fee, you maybe pay insurance and shipping, and you can either show up at your door, or you go pick it up from the rental house, and you use it for whatever gig, and then you're done. Like, you know, no sweat. So the beauty of renting is you have pretty much access to every camera out there available if you are able to pay the rental fee. Like most recently when we shot the Union, we rented a GoPro Hero 4, which was awesome. 4K on that is sick. I've gotten my camera equipment from lensrental.com. There's also borrowlenses.com. And then depending on where you live, if you're in California or kind of in larger filmmaking areas, they will actually have local rental houses where you can go to their store, say I want to rent it, and they'll give it to you directly. But for me, like here in Harrisonburg, Virginia, that is not an option to go to a rental house, except if I wanted to go to like somewhere, say like DC. So renting online for me is the best option. You kind of want to figure out how much you're going to be using the camera. So if you only need the camera for one project or one movie that you're going to be doing, and you won't be needing it for any other productions that you're doing, then maybe renting is probably the best option. You know, you get the camera, you're done with it, see you later. So another part, kind of working on a freelancer aspect, if you can kind of budget the rental fee into the production budget with your client, then there's no sweat. If they're giving you $1,000 deal or a $2,000 deal, and your rental fee is only $200, then if you can factor in your profit margin, then renting is a viable option. You can have access to better cameras and not have to worry about a long-term investment of some camera that you only need for this one shot. Yeah, renting's great. Like for us, for the Sunshine Girl, we're planning on renting a bit of camera gear. I think we're even going to check out renting the DJI Ronin. I think that goes on Lens Rental. That's like somewhere around like $260 for the week, which is awesome, compared to actually buying it for $2,500. Yep, so that's a little bit of pros and cons. If you got any questions, send it to us here at this email link. Send me a Twitter shout out. If you do have any more questions, at Valley_Films. So the campaign's still going strong. Please check out the Sunshine Girl campaign. Remember that this film is for charity, that every dollar above our mark is going to go to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, and that we, of course, here at Valley Films want to break even on this film. And now for a bit of shout-outs. Thank you to those who have donated. A special thank you to the Mako family for their contribution. Thank you, Elizabeth Mako. Hey, honey. Thank you to Lisa Anderson. Hi, Mom. Mary Ellen Hagee. And thank you to Trevor Simpson. So thanks for watching Valley Films Vlog Episode 6. We'll see you soon. Booyah!